Hey guys, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the brand new 2019 horror film, Us. Written, directed, produced by Jordan Peele, starring Elizabeth Moss, Winston Duke, Lupita Nyong'o. Those are the big three names from this movie. So, my friends and I go to see it. 30 minutes in, we still are waiting for, something, right? Something to happen. And then the fire alarm goes off. And everyone evacuates the building, and it turns out it was this kid who just pulled the fire alarm because he was mad at his parents. I had to talk with the managers. They had to restart the film. So we had a 30-minute intermission, which was kind of okay because the first 30 minutes of the movie was just boring. And then I had to pee anyway. So I finished my popcorn, pee, get the movie to start again. Most people got their free passes to come back, whatever. And then the movie continues, and the family meets the family, and this has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, right? I've read some reviews. A lot of reviewers are saying how it's the Jekylls meet the Hydes, basically, right? Okay. Long story short, it turns out that there's massive tunnels used throughout the entire coast, continental U.S., coast to coast, Manifest Destiny. And in these tunnels are these schools, these facilities where all of these clones are of people from upstairs. But yet the soul of an individual has a shadow, and the clone has a piece of the soul that the upstairs individual has. So Lupita Nyong'o's character sees her clone shadow when she was a child, and it gave her, PTSD. And then all of a sudden the clone shadows are coming out from below and killing their clones to unite the souls and then do a reach across America. I'm sorry, what? And then the big twist at the end is that Lupita Nyong'o's character is actually the Soul Shadow clone who kidnapped the original girl when she first sees her back in '86. And then it was her the whole time. But still, what's with the gloves? What's with the scissors? What's with the red jumpsuits? Why are you eating rabbits if you can eat? Why don't you just eat food if someone's controlling you? How is it possible that whatever your upstairs counterpart is doing, you're doing the same exact damn thing downstairs? What? Is there some written bylaw within the souls, in a soul, that dictates that your soul shadow has to do exactly what you're doing? Even though that the soul shadow is cognizant, knowing that they're a shadow? I don't get it. I don't understand. I have studied way too much film. I have watched way too many shows, read way too many books, watched way too many movies, watched way too many plays and musicals. I have done everything entertainment you can possibly think of. I don't understand the hype of this movie. It was not good. Jordan Peele's Get Out was good. It was different. It was groundbreaking. This movie was not groundbreaking. Why are people saying this movie is groundbreaking? It was an illogical plot. It just did not make sense. I like the scenes. I like the sets. The actors did a phenomenal job. But I don't understand what Jordan is referencing. And what pisses me off the most is that no one in the theater understood what was supposed to be understood, because everyone is getting up and leaving, and everyone is saying, what the hell just happened? What twist was that? That didn't make any sense. The problem was there was too much comedy in the film. The dialogue was super weird because there's supposed to be serious moments, and then someone's referencing Home Alone, and then everyone laughs. I don't get it. Where is the flow of this? Why was it that the first 30 minutes of this movie was backstory, and it just didn't work? It didn't make sense. That fire alarm being pulled was more entertaining than this film. I need someone to explain to me how this has a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes currently, because it's not good. It's not good. The actors did a phenomenal job. But the story, if it's supposed to resemble how paralleled American culture has become, if that's literally the meaning of this movie, come on. Really? Out of all the parallels, we're literally just going to say America is crazy, and we're seeing the crazy. That's what The Purge is all about. That's why the first Purge, which came out, last year? Which was the fourth Purge movie, was absolutely horror. Absolute horror. That was a terrifying horror film. It was suspenseful because it paralleled reality. Because that level of horror goes on in our culture. All of the protests that they used in the beginning of the news sequence in that movie, in the first Purge, was from actual rallies. I remember seeing actual live streams of certain marches, of certain protests when I was watching that. I know I talked about this last year when we went over this movie. Did I actually review this movie? I don't remember. I'll have to go back in my log. But that's why that movie was so horrifying, because it paralleled reality. Us, if it's supposed to parallel reality, was a super, super interpretive dance way of parallel reality. I did not like this film. It was trash. I apologize to Jordan Peele, because Jordan is an amazing artist. But we don't win everything, and that's okay. Did you guys watch this movie? Did you watch it without a fire alarm being pulled by a cranky 10-year-old who was probably 13, now that I think about it? He was definitely a middle schooler. There's no getting around that. What did you think of this movie? Are you as annoyed as I am? I think that's the better word, annoyed, at the very strange plot that it's trying to allude a parallel to American culture. Did you see something that I didn't see? Which I don't think it's possible, because like I said, I have seen way too many things in my life. Way too many millions of hours of things in my life to not be able to process this. This makes no sense. And it's funny because when I reviewed The Favorite a while back and said that movie was straight trash, but the actors did a great job, so many people hated me for it. Because it's true! And when I said how Hereditary was absolutely a waste of my time, so many people hated me for it. You people gotta realize something. Yes, certain movies are supposed to be artistic, right? But there's a way to do an artistic movie. There's a way to do an indie film. There's a way to do a parallel piece. The first Purge is a parallel piece. Charlie Bartlett is a gorgeous, gorgeous indie film. There's ways to do things. And those movies that I just referenced, Hereditary, Favorite, Us, that's not how you do things. Wrinkle in Time, garbage. Can't even watch the whole thing. It's just so boring. Yeah. What'd you guys think? Tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Please tell me how wrong that I am. Because you are just so smart and you understand every little minute detail about this film that you're going to put me in my place and you're going to say, no, you're wrong. And here's why. Tell me. Please tell me. Because I don't think I'm wrong. Nah. It's not how this goes. Mucho mahalo, guys.